Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your new moon in Gemini reading for the 22nd of May, and I drew a picture, and it is the pigeon. It's one of the birds that is actually also mating for life, and not an easy pose. And it's not easy to mate for life, to be for life in a relationship. But when you are actually in such a fortunate relationship, all the benefits or all the good things that you learn in there it's pretty powerful, right? And this is what the Gemini new moon is wanting us to see, is like how deep love is, and accepting the whole facets, all the variations of this love, right? All these little flowers create one flower. And I'm using a new deck, which is the Good Tarot, and it's very positive, so it's very much like even the difficult cards have a very positive energy to it. So okay, you're coming out quick. Let's see. One more. We have 6 planets in mutable signs, which means we have to mutate, we have to adapt for us to be able to survive. What would you do, right? What would you change to survive? It's very important now, the love. The true love. True love, I don't like to call it unconditional love, because true love is true love, and it's true, and there's no unconditioned, right? There's still the word conditioned in it, even though I mean not to be conditioned. I want to say what I want and not what I don't want, right? We have come to a lot of awareness that I don't want to be sick, right? And then we actually, the last word that resonates is the word sick. So why not just immediately say I am healthy, not want, so not right now I am. Okay, so let's start. The overall message from the deck is the 5 of water, and the 5 of water feels to me that there is a certain sadness surrounding you. I just looked what was underneath, because I'm gonna look at the end anyway when I bring the card up. It's not a sadness per se for a situation or for something. It's more like this overall, you feeling what's happening in the world. And this 5 of water is the sign, the feeling of like, I've been lately feeling sad, because I can feel the shifts happening here, right? It's deep what happened, and we sometimes haven't even really realized what all this means, right? This new year that we started 2020 is very intense. And though you have Ace of Fire in the center, you have a creative spark, you have something that wants to come through you, something that's very clearly wants to be born. The Ace of Fire is always that initiate, that first spark. It's that first, it's also a little bit that sexual pop, right? That, yeah, I don't want to go a little too much into the graphics of it, but yeah, you get what I mean, right? That sexual spark. What's crossing the Ace of Fire is the Messenger of Water, which is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is that beautiful love, that messenger, that personality that brings roses, brings that beautiful attention to this spark, to this sexual spark. It's an amazing combination, the two together, right? So that's in your center. Now, in your past, you have Eight of Earth, which is Eight of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles. I feel like the music, right? The music that you hear is really making you understand what it means to be a craft, working long time on this, on being this master. And a great musician is always finding another combination of sounds. And I think there's a creative spark happening to you. Something is coming out of you that wants to be born. Now, below you, you have the Five of Earth. And the Five of Earth is that midpoint of financial gain. And you don't know if you want to go further or where you belong to anymore. It's kind of like, do I still want to make the money that I used to make? And now it's something has shifted in your awareness about money, and you're really questioning what you want to do. I suggest go into nature, because above you, you have the Greek god Pan. And of course, the Greek god Pan is the devil. And I don't like to call it the devil. For me, it's Pan. And Pan is always about the wild. Right? Let that wild side be part of this new creation that wants to come to you. And don't worry too much of, will it make money or not? Money is, you know, we've gotten used to the fact that money is this piece of paper, but money is actually hours that you spend on something doing. Now, are you validating those hours that you spend doing? And do you feel like it has brought you to a place of being really you know, like that's why it's like you questioning this cycle of making the money, and with the money I buy, and then again making money. And it's just like there's a big question, because I mean, you've been working hard, but somehow it's not enough. But with this new idea, with this new spark, you will make the amount of money, because even though there's a transformation, it's the Death card, I see it as that new moon, as that, okay, totally letting go right now in new moon in Gemini. Letting go of assumptions, of things that you think you have to do, right? You have to work so you can have that amount of money, but you actually spend it anyway. And it's this vicious cycle that we are, you know, it doesn't matter if you make more money, you will spend more. Immediately you have more money, you will start spending more. All the dreams of like, oh, I will buy, oh, when I have money, I will buy this and this and this. And you will get to the exact same place unless you start seeing the value of money and change that. And I think that's where this sadness is there, right? The 5-5. There's a sadness about you understanding the cycle of life has shifted through this pandemic tremendously in your awareness. And why that is happening is because there's the high priestess underneath the 5 of water. So there's this deeper sadness about the whole of humanity coming up in you. A realization of something is not working. I want to get some clarification, particularly for the devil and for the transformation. So the devil gets, okay, 3 of Wands, and here we get 2. All right, that was quick. Sagittarius, you're such a quickie. So the 3 of Wands is that I go and get what I ask for. That spark that you have is now with the 3 of Wands coming into birth, the waves are coming, you know, that creative thought is now happening, and that's really what this temptation is about. Now you see that something is coming in, but again, remember, we always have to realize how much do we depend on that. And the transformation brought out the Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And that is telling me that you are finding a new love, a new way of loving money. Like the youth. Page is youth. It's the young generation. What do? They do the things just in a very instinctive, natural way. And this is the sign for you to through this transformation, to this new moon, planting a new seed, like the youth is doing it, like the young generation is already doing it. The more conscious generation is doing it. And the old, of course, has to die. There's things that just not working anymore, and that's just what transformation is about. Letting that go, what's not working. So I give you also like a animal card. And what came out is the rabbit. Cute little rabbit. Rabbit is an earth animal. Here we go. Okay. Afraid of everything, overwhelmed and frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future. And we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, oh rabbit. They shape your destiny. When in balance, sensitive, problem solver, and a good listener. Out of balance, over-explains and talks fast. To bring into balance, a day of silence. So, understand that you have this new spark, and you also have this new love. And you, rabbit, the rabbit is one of those animals, it's like, if there's nothing to eat, there's definitely a rabbit that you can eat. So there's more than enough. There's always a way out of any situation. And even though right now you think you see the negativity of what's happening, but you also know that that's something, a cyclical energy that's coming here to talk to us. And you have, through the transformation, this new life, this new way coming. So you have to trust that this new moon, this new seed that you have to plant is about the love. New love and a new creative idea. Plant that. But not just for yourself, but for the whole, for your community, maybe for your family, for your community, for who you touch. It's important, and remember, your arms come out of the heart chakra, right? It's like what we touch, when we touch it with this love energy, that's most important, that you put that seed, that your hands are transmitting the energy, and then it grows, right? And you take those waves and surf and ride. I hope you have a great new moon. Sometimes it's the sadness of like really letting go, and the transformation. There's this sadness, of course, and I feel it too. Lately, it's just all of a sudden comes out of me. I just want to cry. But it's a cycle, and I just trust it, right? We go down, 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 and then it goes back up again. Thank you for watching. Namaste.